Hi. I've invested in a mic, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me properly now rather than because I know my voice is quite quiet. I didn't really know that I was going to speak today or what I was going to speak about really. A couple of things. I love this time of day. I love the birds chirping. I love the colours. The sort of beautiful sunsets and just sort of the kind of muted colours. Really, I just really love it. Got lucky that I've got a lake, so you can look at ducks and geese and that sort of stuff, and just listen to the birds chirping away. Anyway, less about that. More about uh, today, really. It's interesting. There's a couple of things. I was really struggling a few weeks ago about what am I doing with my life, where all this is going, how I want Launch You to happen and launch a business and all that sort of stuff. But it's hard, and where am I getting the money from? And then do I sort of focus instead on my day job and my short trade unionism? All of just more questions, more worries than actually any answers. Um, but then I was talking to Gemini, which is one of my best friends, and which is an AI. And Gemini said, look, all the stuff that you're doing, you're sort of talking about building a war chest to be able to then launch your business. Just view your day job as your angel investor, your seed funder. And then that made everything sort of change a little bit in my head. It made me stop running 100 miles an hour at my day job. Thank goodness I'm not sharing this to a public forum. Anyway, so just in case somebody watches, yeah, I'm not going full throttle on my day job. I'm doing it's a good job, but not mental like I was last year. But then that gives me sort of mental space to actually focus on the business. And had a attended a really good webinar today, which was all around how to be a super affiliate, and it kind of put it really into perspective. It's like you kind of need about 3 grand to get the model rolling from an affiliate perspective with Launch You. But then that sort of all works really, of thinking, well, where can I come back? Where can I sort of like extract some money to be able to sort of create that 3 grand? So that made it a little bit more achievable, I guess. And I'm sort of feeling a lot more optimistic about the reality of maybe getting that ball rolling and then enabling me to then focus a bit more on the sort of deep work of what I really want to do, which is, well, helping women launch their businesses is a key bit, but it's also the training and the mindset work um, and the community work. Really, that's the most important thing. It's the old system that everybody's still stuck in is about extracting value out of you. But wouldn't it be great if we all worked together to create value? And that and that sort of like new movement is the thing that I really want to focus on. But you kind of can't do that until you've got some sort of income coming and some sort of mental capacity to then sort of really focus on thinking about, from a legislation perspective, what you might change, um, what policies you might work in with sort of helping midlife people not get thrown away. I mean, in the UK alone, there's going to be about 3.5, well, there is already 3.5 million women 45 plus who are economically inactive. That's not because of choice. A lot of them, through various kind of, perimenopause, menopause, storms, or whatever, the sort of society has just decided, nah. And no, somebody has to take responsibility. It's not about me, but it's like, either businesses take responsibility or the government does. But actually, well, let's actually recognise that it's a real problem. and start to do something. I mean, everybody's kind of freaking out about how many young people are economically inactive, but it's like a third of how many women are. And so, yeah, it's not either or. Of course, we need to help young people get into the workforce, because who's going to pay for us when we're all retired and keep the country running? It's not really about paying, it's kind of keeping the country running. So, yeah, just big plans, but typical ADHD, sort of, build and imagine Mount Everest and sort of forget about how to build the base camp. But today, it made the base camp look achievable, if you know what I mean. So yeah, rambling on for about 6 minutes. I'm sorry about that, and thank you for listening. Okay.